Good morning and welcome back to Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year. Today it's Monday the 24th of July 2023. I'm in Yorkshire for a second day before making my way up to Newcastle tonight at some Mizuno Pairs events in the northeast later this week. But in Yorkshire today, come to a place that's fairly quiet this morning. This is Cookridge Golf Club, just north of Leeds. This is course number 103 this year. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 103 of 2023. It's Cookridge Golf Club. On the tee, the man spending a second day in Yorkshire, where he's become every bit as grumpy as every other Yorkshire bloke. Geoffrey Boycott wannabes. Yeah, bloody Yorkshire. From Kirkintilloch in Scotland, Smithy. That's the opener at Cookridge Hall. Par 4, 355 yards. Tee's higher up. Elevated pond on the left hand side further down there. Second hole at Cookridge Hall. 410 yards, stroke index 1. Back up the hill where I just come down the left hand side there. Slight dog leg to the left. All the geese out. A lot of birds there. There's our house just to the left. Doesn't come into play. There's another one on the right hand side. And the dog leg opens out a wee bit. It's the view up to the second green. In between the trees there. Unfortunately I'm too far left, so I'm blocked. A closer view up to the second green. Big ditch with the water rolling down there that I managed to find myself in. It's the third hole at Cookridge Hall. First day par 5, 522 yards. Looks as if it's going to go slightly downhill, dog leg away to the right down there. Well, this one it dog legs to the right, but also at the end it dog legs back to the left. I've gone a bit too far over to the left there. It's a bit of a snake type hole, this one. And this is looking up at the green at the third. It's like an inverted letter S. It's a very difficult one to play if you haven't played it before. That's the fourth hole, first day par 3, 153 yards. Nothing really much to it, really. Is bunker away in the right hand side, trees in the left, slightly up the hill. Number 5 at Cookridge, 324 yards. Slightly down the hill, straight. There's only one bunker on the right hand side to look out for. Oh, this is the sixth hole, 132 yards. Fraught with danger, as you can see, so it's going to be one for the stunt golf ball John to take this one on. I'm not playing very well at par 3s at the moment, so it's a dangerous one. Well, you can see out to the right, so either be left, don't go right. We're up at green at the par 3 6th, and John the stunt golf ball sailed over the water 20 feet away on the dance floor, birdie opportunity. This is the 7th hole at Cookridge, 495 yards, and it's a straight one. That's going up the hill. I can see the flag away in the distance. There it is away up there. It's kind of confusing off the tee because it looks as if it might dog leg to the left. I'm not quite sure which there. So I've had to look this up in the internet for the course map. It's a bit of an optical illusion off the tee. It does kind of dog leg slightly to the left and straightens up. That's a green away up there. Initially off the tee I was looking away up there, which is in fact the second green, which dog legs. Eighth hole, it's an uphill par 4, shorter one, 281 yards. It's basically straight up. Looking at the green at the 8th. Still rising. Ninth hole at Cookridge Hall, last one in the first half, 368 yards, par 4. I've had to look up the course map again. It's a dog leg to the left, a couple of big bunkers there straight down the fairway. And there's a nice view down to the 9th green after the dog leg. I've not had it far enough to make it. I kind of blocked out. The bunkers are a wee bit further away than I thought. On to the back 9 at Cookridge Hall. The 10th, it's a par 5 we're starting with, 465 yards. Straight down. A couple of bunkers up in front of the green. Trees either side. It's a nice hole. What's the score, Smithy, against the golf course? I'm a shot and a half behind. That's 1.5 over my handicap, so I'll need to pick it up in the second half. Well, I've not done a shot by shot in a par 5 for a long time, so let's do one now. So this is the second shot coming up at the 10th. Ditch running across before the bunkers further up. Well, a decent fairway wood for the second shot. It's left me with this approach into the green here. Gonna make sure to get it in between the bunkers. And here's the green at the par 5 10th. And there's my ball, 2-yard shot, so can't complain about that. Past the bunkers. Well, that was almost a chip in for a 4. Just shaved the hole, but it's gone about 7-8 feet past. Let's have a look at it, back the way. Right, come on, this for a par. And he's missed, so it's a bogey 6. 11th hole at Cookridge, and it's a second successive par 5. It's the last par 5 in the course. 507 yards. It's going to dog leg up to the left as well. Looks like it's going up the hill. Oh, it's a 90-degree dog leg at the 11th, par 5. Again, I've not been able to hit it far enough. Course is quite wet after yesterday's torrential rain for most of the day. Or constant rain for most of the day. Drying out. It's not muddy, it's just soft underfoot. So you've not got the roll in the ball. That's the green at the 11th. You can't see it until you actually get up there. You're coming up the hill after the dog leg. And we're away out at the far end of the course now for the 12th and 13th. It's the 12th hole, par 4, 360 yards. Slightly downhill to the right at the bottom. And down to the green at 12. A wee bit of a dingly dale one. Always like getting those words in. Comes from my Camberwick green days. Well, there's the safe par. I nearly chipped that in. It just hit the hole, just missed. 2 inches away. 13th hole, 374 yards, par 4. Steadily rising. Back up the hill from where we came down the 12th. 14th hole, par 3, 126 yards. Kind of raised green, platform green, type green. First of 2 consecutive par 3s. Only 2 par 3s in the back 9. Oh, the green at the 14th. And I've managed to land it on just at the right hand side of the green there. Pin high, but I've got about 25-26 feet to the pin. Still a birdie chance. 15th hole, another par 3, and the last of the par 3s, 142 yards. Again a built up green, in the platform type green. 16th hole, 364 yards, par 4, a nice one, slightly down the hill, between the trees at the end. Looking down at 16th from the fairway, approach in. Undulating one, into the valley and back up again. I've come to 17th. It's a blind drive at Cookridge, 322 yards, par 4. And according to the map, it's going to dogleg quite sharply to the left. Up over the hill at 17, a view down to the green. Nice one. Well, the 18th, final hole here at Cookridge Hall. It's a short par 4, 284. And there's that big body of water right down there, so I think I'm going to have to hit an iron off a tee. I think when I looked at the map earlier, I was slight dog leg to the right. So I'm just going to knock an iron down and have a wee look. What's the score, Smithy, against the golf course? After getting myself back in contention, I've just played a rubbish hole at 17th. So I'm 1 shot behind. So that means I need a par for the tie here. We'll get the stunt golf ball out for this one, obviously with the water there, so John the stunt golf ball's coming out for the last hole. Closer look down at the 18th now for the approach in. Unless you go away to the left, the water's not coming into play. I'll still get this shot to go. When you come down, you have to walk around the side of the pond. Go back over towards the green. I played an absolute beauty in there to about 4 feet away. Really pleased with that, so it's a birdie opportunity to finish off with. Well, I thought it was 4 foot away, it's more like 8 feet. Still a cracking shot, this one for the win. Well, I left the putt a few inches short there, but it was a par in the last, which means in Smithy against the golf course it was a tie. So that's me completed 18 here at Cookridge Hall. A very nice course, absolutely terrific layout. Course is in very nice condition, really good greens. Fairways, because it's a very modern course. The turf wouldn't be the driest in the winter, and there was a lot of rain yesterday, so it's quite soft underfoot, so not a lot of running the ball. Undulating course, as I said, great layout. It really is set out really nicely. Just for me, my personal preference, I'm much more of a traditional person rather than the modern type that this one is. It always comes across a wee bit more manufactured and doesn't have the character that I find in the traditional courses. There's a lot of nice holes on the course, a lot of features in this one. 2 or 3 blunt holes, and particularly the par 3s. There's 4 par 3s, the one over the water is really nice. The other 3 I thought were a wee bit plain. I'd say there's a few other wee kind of bland ones, but that's just me thinking that a bit modern type courses. There's a lot of really nice holes in the course. I like the big inverted S, the 3rd hole, stroke index 1. Oh, that's a toughie. Or is it stroke index 1's the 2nd? It's the 3rd hole that's the big inverted S anyway. A good few other nice ones in the course. Doesn't cost very much, kind of pay and play. £25 to play here today. Well worth it. What am I going to give it out of 10? It's going to be a 7.5 for me. And I don't know if I'm going to play another course this afternoon. I fancy getting a 9 in. Just depends how I feel. Going to go in for a cup of tea first and have a think about it. Catch you later.